The ESA, the Entertainment Software Association, most well known for E3. This is the sort of industry organization that used to put on E3 and now does not put on E3 because E3 is gone. They did announce this past week that they are going to launch a different conference, and this one is called iIcon. I guess that's what we call it. iIcon. And I'll be honest, it feels kind of icky to me. It is the press release that they put out uses the word visionary way too much for my taste. It sounds like this is an event just for high level people in the video game business, and it's happening in Las Vegas, which also feels a little icky to me. I don't know. It's not Las Vegas is fine, but just the package of all these things together.
Sure.
And then, there are several big gaming companies who have, CEOs or executives who are quoted in this press release about their being excited to be there, like Take-Two and Amazon and Ubisoft. And Square
Doug
Enix
Bowser is a chairman of the board,
and Sarah Bond. So I guess the idea is to get all these visionaries together in Vegas to talk about stuff.
Yeah. We talking like a Skull and Bones situation? Like, what kind of party are we going for here? Like, what's the vibe, dude? Like, I don't know.
Isn't it's going to take forever to come out? Different Skull and Bones?
I think you meant the Secret Society.
Not the Ubisoft game that took like 40 years to make.
Skull and Bones at Yale, right? So like, I think Skull and Bones, they don't want you to touch, and maybe it's a different secret society at Yale. They don't want you to touch the door. I touched their door.
Is that the one with the guy from Dawson's Creek in the movie? Skulls, I think it was called, based on the Skull and Bones.
Oh man, that's a deep pool. I do not know. You got me with the Ubisoft Skull and Bones. I think the thing I learned the most from this is that Doug Bowser is the chairman of the board of the ESA. It's like, I didn't realize.
But also Nintendo. Oh no, Nintendo is listed as one of their change makers. This whole thing is weird.
Yeah,
like I've got mixed feelings about the whole thing. It does feel like a whole like attempt at like washed hands corporatization, trying to reclaim game announcements, like taking away from, don't get me wrong, I know that Jeff Keighley isn't everybody's like favorite person, but at least his roots are in game journalism. This is like the fact that this is like all execs. I mean, it's going to be for execs, but I don't like that I see the word healthcare listed as like something that they're attempting to include in this. I hate this, but we're just gonna have to keep thumb on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's happening in April. It's really just for the big wigs at these companies. Jordan?
April 2026.
Oh, sorry. That's right. Next year.
Yeah.
So this is like a planning thing, right? It just got announced. So we'll see if this becomes a thing or not.
This seems like in line with ESA, because E3 initially was kind of specifically press and industry until it became more of a like,
Yeah, it does feel like them trying to go back to some closed door thing.
I think this is like the most interesting part about this is because it's like by invitation only for visionaries, thought leaders, and innovators. No mention of the press whatsoever. Or is that thought leaders? Like, I don't like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's about the press personally, just from reading them. It feels.
Yes. And I think because we're becoming just increasingly anti-press with everything, like, that it's corporatized. I think they're keeping it intentionally vague, like thought leaders, blah, blah, blah. So that way it can specifically be like their boys club of exactly the people that they want to be at this and the people they don't. You're just not thought leader enough, like.
Well, they already laid off all the non-thought leaders in the industry. So I think it'll be a great weekend in Vegas. Let's go.
That's what feels partly icky about it to me
Yes.
too.
Yeah.